everyone, my name is Shannon. Welcome back to this channel and welcome if you've never been here before. So today I'm going to film a little haul video, and I know a lot of people will film a book haul and they'll have like 10 or 12 or like 30 books, and that is not the case for me. And that is most definitely not the case for me. I do not have my cats in here, so if you hear any noises, that is her. She only likes to be in here when I'm filming videos, apparently. Anyway, sorry about this weird angle. I don't have a tripod, and my camera is like dead, so it's plugged in and filming at the same time, so that's why like half of my body is like cut off. But sorry if you hear a lawnmower, because someone is mowing the lawn. But anyway, besides books, since I have so few, I'm going to show you the other things I got when I went shopping, because I went shopping with my sister the other day, so I'm just going to jump right in. So we went to Ulta, and we both got sheet masks that we want to do together, and I got Skin Purifying. It's by the brand Tony Moly. It says I'm Real. Mekioli something, sorry, I don't know. Mask Sheet Skin Purifying. So it's just supposed to purify your skin. It's a sheet mask, and my sister and I are going to do this. Hopefully we'll watch like Star Wars or something, because I still haven't seen it, and I want to see it before my owl crate comes. Then the other thing I got at Ulta is a L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow. I have this in the color Iced Mocha, and I really like it. And this is in the color 892 Amber Rush. I have hazel eyes, so I have brown and green in my eyes, and I heard that amber makes the green in your eyes pop, and green is my favorite color for eyes, so I really want the green to pop out by wearing amber eyeshadow. I don't know if you can see that, but that right there is so pigmented and so smooth and creamy just by swiping it once, and I'm super excited to use it. There's a swatch on the back of my hand. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really nice, and I'm super excited to try it out. We also went to Barnes & Noble, and I didn't actually get any books. I went to Barnes & Noble because I wanted this, and I looked for it so hard. We didn't have a whole lot of time to shop, but yeah, so as soon as I found this, I just bought it, and then we left, and this is what it is. So I am obsessed with cats, and I also really love Tsum Tsums. Here they are. And I saw this on somebody's Snapchat, and I wanted it so bad, and I scoured the shelves at Barnes & Noble. I went in the kids section. I was all over the place looking for this, and I was so happy when I found it. And this is what it is. It's a little cat, and it is so cute. When I saw it on Snapchat, there were like different cats you could choose from, but at my Barnes & Noble they only had 2 of this kind, so I just grabbed it. It is super cute. I wish I could tell you what it's called, but it's in Japanese. But it is by the company Little Buddy LLC, and they have a website, littlebuddytoys.com. So I just have him or her sitting on my bookshelf, and I just love looking at it because it is so cute, and it's like a mix of cats and Tsum Tsums. It's like the size of a Tsum Tsum except a little bit bigger, and it is so cute, and I just love seeing it on my bookshelf. So we also ran to the grocery store, and I saw this. This is 17 magazine. It has a lot of purple on the cover, so that just like jumped out at me on the shelves, and I read 17 sometimes. It has Maddie Ziegler on the cover, and I've watched Dance Moms for such a long time. I remember seeing Sia's music video Chandelier before it was popular, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Maddie. And then obviously Maddie's like a super huge star now. She's a dancer, if you don't know who that is. And yeah, I just picked it up because the cover just jumped out to me because the colors on it are gorgeous. So I went to Michael's for one reason and one reason only, because on Instagram I saw these pouches that had like book sayings on them, and I looked for quite a while until I found it. And I did. It says, "I like big books and I cannot lie." And this is hilarious, this saying, and it's so true. I love big books. And I really like pouches like these. I mean, I never know what to use them for, but oh well, because I will find a use for them because I love them, and I think it's so cute and so funny, and it will look great in a Bookstagram photo. And it was only $1.50, so you can't beat that. And then last but not least, I went to Target, and again, I only went for one reason, because on Instagram I saw that there was a buy 2 get 1 free of teens and children books. So I had to go and check that out, and when I went to my Target a few days before I saw that post, I didn't notice that sale, so we went to a different one, and sure enough, they had the sale, so I had to get 3 books. So what I did was kind of stupid, because I got 2 hardcover books and 1 paperback, which obviously they'll take the cheapest one and give that one to you for free, So I should have gotten another hardcover for free, but it was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. We were just in a rush, and I just got 3 books that I'm really interested in. So I guess it doesn't matter because regardless, I will read all these books. So the first book I picked up is Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the 3rd book in the Luna Chronicles. I have read Cinder and Scarlet and I really enjoyed them. This one is a retelling of Rapunzel, and it takes place like in the future, and sometimes there's like space, and I don't know if you've heard of this. I'm sure you probably have. It's a great series and I highly recommend it, and I can't wait to read this one. Then the next book I got is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I've heard a lot about this, especially when it first came out, I think in December. Am I crazy? I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. But yes, I've just heard so much about this. I know Alexandra Bracken also wrote the Darkest Minds trilogy, which I haven't read, but I do have on ebook. And on the top, it's blurbed by Sarah J. Maas. It says, grabs you by the heart from its opening notes and doesn't let go until its knockout blockbuster finale. So I'm super... Okay, some weird stuff is going on outside, really weird noises. But anyway, I've heard some great things about Passenger. I think it has to deal with time travel and a little bit of romance, and I'm super excited to read it because I've only heard great things. Oh my gosh, and let's just admire it without the jacket. That is so awesome. I love it. Ooh, and that's nice too. And then last but not least, I got Return to the Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz. This is the sequel to The Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz, and it is like a prequel, I think, to Descendants. I read it before I saw the movie. The book was great, the movie was great, and this is the sequel to the first book. And I think, you know, if you've seen the movie Descendants, you know it's about the villains' kids. The villains live on an island by themselves, and then all the fairy tale people live on a different island or different area. And then the villains' kids get sent to the school there, and then they're just like thrust into this world that is so different where everyone is nice, and then they're figuring out that they're not their parents. They don't have to be evil. It's a really good movie. It's a Disney Channel movie, and it is great. And Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson are just amazing, and I love them, so the movie's great. But anyway, The Isle of the Lost comes before The Descendants, and then the events in Descendants happen, and I think then this happens. There's also going to be Descendants too, so I'm not really sure the order of events, but I'm excited to read this because the first book was really good, and I think it is where the villains' kids go back to the Isle of the Lost, which is where the evil people live, and I'm really excited to see how they've changed and what happens. There's a free poster, a limited edition map of the endless catacombs of Doom inside jacket. Yes! That is so cool. There's a map, and it's only at Target that you get this cool inside map. And I love Target because they always have bonus features, and they have 20% off all the time. Their books are great prices. And it's just black, and it has Return to the Isle of the Lost on there in red, and I'm just super excited to read this book. Now I have to pick up all the books and everything I got. I got them all! It's only 3 books and a couple other things. So, it's a new day, and I got more books, so I'm going to show you what I got. First of all, funny story. So, when I recorded the first half of this video, I haven't seen Star Wars, and now I have. I've seen the first 2 by now. So, I have like some Star Wars things. So, earlier in this video, I'm like, I've never seen Star Wars, but now here I am, and I have seen it coming from the future. Not really, but yeah. So I just had my open house this past weekend, and my cousin was over, and we invited her to spend the night, and we had so much fun. We actually filmed a video together and with my sister, and that is coming up. So look forward to that because it is going to be hopefully hilarious. At least we had so much fun filming it. It's a new, different kind of video than anything I've done before, but I think it will be really cool and really exciting. So anyway, we went to Barnes & Noble because we're both obsessed with books. Julia, shout out. I know you're watching this. So first of all, we went to Barnes & Noble, and they have a pop culture event thing happening in the month of July, and it spills over to like August 7th or something. And they had like one day that was Finding Dory, one day that was Star Wars, Marvel they have coming up in August, and they had Pokemon just recently, and I know they're going to have Comic-Con collectibles coming up on July 21st, I think. So I want to go and see what kind of cool things they have for Comic-Con. So, because of the pop culture events going on at Barnes & Noble, I got some free stuff. So the first free thing I got was a Star Wars Aftermath Life Debt poster. I guess there's another Star Wars book that came out on July 12th, I think. I haven't read the books, I've just seen the first 2 movies, like I said. Oh my gosh! There's a whole Star Wars timeline on the back, I didn't even notice. But now, because I saw the first 2 movies and I really liked them, the second one is really what made me like the whole series a lot more so far. I will definitely hang this up. I mean, I don't know if I'll keep it up, but it was free. And I have a motto, if it's free, I want it. So I took it. Next thing I grabbed was this Star Wars free preview. So there's like some comics in here, but just the previews. And then I think for the full thing you have to buy it. And man, I looked at comics when I was there because they had graphic novels and comics out because of the pop culture. And man, are comic books expensive. One of the comic books was about Princess Leia, and it was like $20 almost for just one comic book. And I'm like... Anyway, so yes, I got this free preview of Star Wars comics. So, I mean, I'll read it. I don't even know if I like comics because I've never really gotten into comics, but now might be a good time to start. And the last free thing I got is this beautiful poster. This is a promotional poster for the Complete Chai Sweet Home or Cheese by Konami Kanata. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but this is from Vertical Comics, and we saw it. There was lots of cats in it, and it was like $20 or $25, and I didn't buy it because it's a lot of money. But anyway, I got this poster because I love cats, which if you've seen my previous videos, you might already know that already. Also, the best thing was that for my open house, I got some Barnes & Noble gift cards, so I had lots of book money to spend, which was really exciting. And I feel bad because the lady at the checkout, I was like, oh, I'm a member, I'm sorry, I forgot to give you my card. So then she had to like return everything and ring it up, and then she had to like give me a new gift card because I messed everything up. It felt really bad, but she was so nice about it, and I was really glad that she did that for me. So, here is my bag. Also, I am so glad because my cousin Julia kind of pushed me to get books that I wouldn't have gotten before, but now that I have them, and when we were at the store, she got me so excited about them. Because of the pop culture event, they had buy 2, get 1 free, and that was for manga. It still might be going on by the time this video goes up. It's probably over. I think it might already be over. So I've never read manga before, but my cousin has, and she gave me like a little push to buy them. If she wasn't there, I wouldn't even have thought about getting manga, but since she was, I'm super excited about all the ones I got. So the first one I got was Yatsuba by Kiyohiko Azuma. I hope I pronounced that right. And I remember my cousin Julia actually used to have this. She's read all of the ones. She just got the new one when we went shopping. And I just remember looking at it at her house and just seeing the cover like transports me back to my childhood. Not really, but it just makes me think of her house and just my childhood, which I'm still practically a child. But yes, I'm super excited to read it because we were talking about it and she said it's just Yatsuba going through her everyday life, and I'm like, oh, so it's like a contemporary but in manga form. So I'm really excited to read it. The pictures are so cute. Yatsuba is adorable. And it does read from right to left, so it's going to be hard for me to make that transition, I think. But I'm sure it will be probably easier than it seems. Yatsuba is rated all ages. Recently I was talking about how adorable I think Sailor Moon is because I see a lot of people on Bookstagram be like, oh, I got a Sailor Moon Funko, or I got Sailor Venus, and I'm like, why are they so cute? Why don't I even know what Sailor Moon is? But it's a TV show, I think, but it's also a manga series. So I was definitely going to get Sailor Moon because my cousin also said that she loves Sailor Moon and she knows that I would love Sailor Moon because Sailor Moon has a cat and I love cats, and she's just, can you not see how adorable that is? This manga is rated teen, ages 13 and up, so I think it is just super cute, and this is Volume 1, Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon by Naoko Takauchi. Nago Takachi Taguchi. I definitely said that wrong. I'm so sorry, but I did the best I could. So yes, I'm super excited to read Sailor Moon. She's always late, apparently, which is definitely a trait that I have. And the pictures are just so cute, and I can't wait to get to know more about Sailor Moon. So I got, of course, one free manga, and this was very easy because they had a table of mangas, and I was looking at them, and I saw one called Cat Paradise. And like I said, I love cats. But it was volume 2, so we scoured the shelves to get volume 1. This is Cat Paradise by Yuji Iwahara. I'm sorry, that's probably wrong. This one's rated older teen. It has a cat on the back. I don't know really what this is about. I guess I'll read you the back. 9 lives might not be enough to survive this cat fight. There's a cat that says, I'm going to show you who's boss around here. At Matabi Academy, students are allowed to bring their pet cats to the dorms. Lucky? For Yumi Hayakawa, whose favorite hobby is making clothes for her kitty, Kunsuke, Matabi seems like a sure bet. After all, nothing can possibly go wrong with her best friend at her side. But on the first day of school, the two find themselves face to face with a murderous demonic minion on campus. Will Yumi and Kunsuke be able to defend themselves in their school against an ancient cat demon's thirst for vengeance? Wow, that sounds intense. I'm sorry for anything that I mispronounced because I don't know much about Japanese or manga, but hopefully when I get into it more, if I do, then I will get better at pronunciations. Maybe not, who knows, but I'm super excited for it because my cousin and I were flipping through it and we saw like cats on every page, and it's like, if there's cats in it and they are safe, then I will probably be happy. And then the last book I got was a novel, a YA novel. This is I Am Princess X, and it's just a regular novel, but it does have like illustrations every now and then. So I think it's about friends who write a comic, and then one of the friends goes missing, and the other friend is like, what's going on? And then she's seeing things from her fictional character, Princess X, come up around town, and she's like, how did someone find this? Because we never told anyone. I'll just read the back for you so you can understand what it's about. Once upon a time, 2 best friends created a princess together. Libby drew the comics, May wrote the stories, and Princess X fought monsters, ghosts, and other assorted creepazoids from her haunted house high on a hill. Once upon a few years later, Libby was in the car with her mom driving across a bridge on a rainy night. When the car went over the side, Libby passed away and Princess X died with her. Once upon a now, May is 16 and lonely when she sees a sticker slapped in a corner window. A figure in a gold crown, pink dress, red chucks, and a long katana sword. Princess X? Suddenly, May sees the princess everywhere. Stickers, patches, graffiti, an entire underground world built around a webcomic at IamPrincessX.com. The more May explores the comic, the more shocking connection she finds between Libby's death and Princess X's adventures. And that means only one person could have started this phenomenon, her best friend Libby, who lives. Illustrated throughout with the Princess X webcomic, I Am Princess X is a mystery wrapped in a friendship story bound up with a cyber thriller, and all around awesome. I'm super excited to read this. This is by Cherry Priest with illustrations by Callie Keismer. I'm sorry again, I don't know how to pronounce these names, but this book looks super interesting, super exciting, and different than anything I've ever read before, and I'm super excited to jump into it. So that's it for this book haul. Thank you, Julia, for shopping with me and pushing me to get these exciting books. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you liked it, leave a comment down below. If you have any favorite mangas, tell me about them. If you bought any books lately, tell me what you bought. If you read I Am Princess X, tell me what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!